Viewer discretion advised. This series contains horror scenes that are meant to give you paranoia and keep a lingering feeling that you aren't alone. As you read throughout the books, make sure you remember that everything has meaning, and it was your choice to keep moving forward. Down in Flames, July 22nd. Susan, you in there? Officer Mitch knocks on the door to Officer Susan's house. After yesterday and her rambles about how some creature is killing people, then her not showing up to work is all unnerving. Despite that, Mitch thought checking in on her was a good idea. Susan, open up! The door is locked, and despite all the banging he is doing, the door won't budge open. As Mitch was about to walk away, he heard the lock click. The door creaks open, and a little girl stands there rubbing her eyes. Can you stop? The little girl asked. I'm sorry. I was looking for Susan. Do you know where she is? Mitch crouches down to address the girl. I don't know where Mommy is. I think Emily wanted to talk to them last night. Do you know where Emily took them, then? The little girl shakes her head no. Then, do you mind if I come in? Mommy says not to let strangers inside. I work with your mom. I'm not a stranger to her. As the words leave Mitch's mouth, you realize how bad it sounds. Okay, the girl says anyway, opening the door wider. Mitch steps inside and immediately starts observing the area. Mitch walks into the hallway and sees framed pictures shattered on the ground. Did you do this? Mitch turns around, expecting the girl to be there, but she's gone. Hello? Kitchen? The girl's voice echoes. Mitch walks into the kitchen to see the girl on a step stool with a pan over the stove, burning bright red. What are you making? Omelette. The girl shakes the pan a little. Mitch walks over and sees the eggs are completely ruined. Mind if I help? Sure. The girl walks over to the table. Mitch first turns the stove off, then replaces the eggs in the pan. Do you know what happened last night? Mm-mm. The girl shakes her head no. Daddy brought me home after we explored the town. Once we got home, Mommy told me to go to bed. I remember Emily in my room, but I don't know what she wanted to talk to Daddy about. Who's Emily? She's my friend. She comes to visit me at night. How old are you? And what's your name again? Mitch asked. I'm turning 10 in a few months. I'm Amelia. Alright, Amelia. I want you to tell me everything that happened last night. I already told you. I came home, went to bed, and Emily showed up. Who's Emily? Mitch asks again. You remember that Susan was married, but doesn't remember her having any kind of kids. Then again, he doesn't know about the personal lives of his coworkers. She's my friend. She comes from under my bed or knocks on my window when she wants to play. This feels unnerving to Mitch. Can you describe Emily to me? She's as tall as me, has beautiful golden hair, and white glowing eyes. I'm sorry, what? Mitch thinks he remembers something about white glowing eyes, but everything else doesn't match up. Then again, he also remembers that the creature can change its appearance to other people. Before Amelia can answer, Mitch looks her in the eyes, her sky blue eyes. Is everything alright, mister? Amelia asks as Mitch backs away. Yeah, sorry. Mitch takes the omelet off of the burner and serves Amelia. Here you go. Thank you. Amelia cuts it open and begins eating. Mitch leaves the room and goes back into the shattered picture frames. Susan's office is always super sorted, so seeing this seems weird, especially since it seems to be right outside of their rooms. What happened last night? Mitch needs to see those case files. He turns around and walks past Amelia. It would be wrong to abandon her in this house. Hey, do you want to come with me? Amelia turns around confused. Why would I do that? Well, your mom isn't here, and I don't think it's safe to be alone right now. If this girl had any common sense, she would say no, but it would be a wise choice to go with Mitch. Okay. Amelia takes the last bite of her food. I'll go get ready. Amelia hops off, and Mitch is completely baffled. It takes a few minutes until Amelia walks around the corner, ready to leave. They get into Mitch's car and drive to the station. You'll be staying with me the entire time. Got it? Yep. They get out of the car and walk inside. A few heads turn on why a kid is following Mitch, despite him reassuring that he doesn't have any. What's with the kid? Officer Damien asks. It's Susan's. She wasn't at her house when I went in to check after all the missed calls. Mitch whispers. I don't know where she went. Well, this isn't a play place. Keep her in check. As Damien walks away, Mitch just nods. Alright, stay here, Mitch tells Amelia as they get to his desk. He walks to Susan's desk and checks her filing cabinets. Luckily, Mitch finds a file, probably because it's named The Creature Abduction. Mitch opens it and skims through all the information and gets nothing. He does conclude one thing, though. Susan didn't tell him everything, and there was a piece of information that he is missing from all of this. All these files tell him are the likes and dislikes of a bunch of random kids. How does any of this help? Mitch leaves the room defeated, walks back to his desk, and sees Amelia spinning in the chair. Do you have any family close by? Mitch asks. My grandma doesn't live that far away. Amelia stops spinning. Alright, where exactly does she live? She lives in a brick house with an arch-bushed walkway in front. Amelia waves her arms in a rainbow above her. Mitch isn't sure why he asks. It's like asking her if she knew how to do Pythagorean theorem. What's her name? Grandma Pam. Alright. May I sit there? Amelia moves out of the way and lets Mitch sit down. He types up Officer Susan and finds her last name, Baker. He then searches where Pam Baker lives, and it's not far from the station. Alright, Amelia. I'm going to drop you off at Grandma Pam's house. Okie dokie, Amelia says and follows him to the car. Mitch drives to the address and walks up to the door. Mitch knocks on the door, and after a few seconds, a sweet old lady appears. Yes, how can I help you? Pam asks. Are you Pam Baker? Mitch asked. Yes. Did I do something wrong, officer? It must have just clicked that he was an officer to her. No, ma'am, but we do need to talk. May I come in? Of course. Pam steps out of the way and lets Mitch inside, Amelia close behind. What are you doing here, sweetie? Hi, Grandma Pam, Amelia says. He said that we are going to come see you. Can we put something on the TV for her while we talk? Mitch asks. Do you want to watch cartoons? Pam takes Amelia into the living room and puts something on. Pam comes back shortly after. So what's going on? Her mother, Susan Baker, was not at her house this morning. She didn't respond to any of my messages, and when I went to go check on her, Amelia was the only person in the house. Mitch explains the situation. Do you know where she could be? Pam takes the words out of Mitch's mouth. No, I don't. I wanted to make sure Amelia was safe first. I'll file a missing person report and do all the technical stuff, but can you watch her until then? Of course. Pam smiles and nods. May I have a contact number? Right. Pam pulls out her phone and hands it to Mitch to type the number in. Alright, I'll keep you updated. Until then, have a good day. Of course. Take care, sweetie. After a few hours of work, Mitch was finally able to go home. As he opened the door, his girlfriend greets him. Baby! June's arms wrap around Mitch. Welcome home. Hi, hon, Mitch says, hugging her. I'm going to go take a shower. Alright, I'll go get your dinner ready. June prances off to the kitchen, and Mitch goes to take a shower. Mitch can't shake the feeling of the whole Amelia and Susan thing. But he's home. Time to stop worrying about all of that. Mitch walks out of the bathroom and smells the sweet cooking of his girlfriend's meal. As he walks into the kitchen, she sees her pushing something in a pan around. Mitch rests his head on June's shoulder and wraps his arms around her. It smells delicious. Well, I'm glad. She grabs the edges of Mitch's face and squishes it before giving him a kiss. Go sit down and I'll be there shortly. Mitch goes to the table and waits until the food is done. So how was work? June places the food on the table. Susan didn't respond to my messages, so when I went to check in on her, her kid was the only person home. There was no trace of where she went. I took her kid to your grandmother's and did all the paperwork for a missing persons report. That sounds horrible. June covers her mouth in shock. Yeah, but hopefully it all works out. Mitch takes the food and places it inside his mouth. This tastes amazing. The food melts in his mouth. I'm glad you like it. June smiles. Before Mitch can take another bite, an Amber Alert goes off. Weird. Mitch grabs his phone and looks at it. As Mitch reads the text, he sees that buildings have been catching on fire. Mitch leaves the room to turn the TV on, changing the channel to the live news. What's going on? June asked, worry filling her voice once again. This just in. Houses all over town are mysteriously catching on fire, and survivors have not been showing up other than small children that did seem to be led by something. A video plays of a house burning and a little boy walking out, holding his hand outward as he walks forward. We don't know why or how these houses are burning as of yet, but we are suspecting that someone is going around and setting these fires. Mitch turns the TV off. Mitch? June's voice shakes. What's going on? We need to run. Now. Mitch isn't sure what's going on or why these kids are being spared when they haven't in the past. What Mitch does know is that they need to leave before this creature comes to get him. Mitch runs into their room and grabs pictures off the walls, put clothes into a bag, breaking a few things in the process. What's going on? Despite her confusion, June is helping. Something is out to kill all of us, and we might be one of the targets. Mitch finished packing the bag. Let's go. Mitch runs to the front door. He swings it open to his car burning, and a tall, shadowy figure is standing over it. Its head creaks over to face Mitch, eyes glowing brightly, illuminating its cold, white gaze at him. Out the back. Mitch slams the door and runs into his girlfriend as he turns around. The two of them fall to the floor, and June is absolutely terrified. What was that? The thing out to kill us. Mitch gets up, helping June shortly after, and they rush to the back door. Mitch looks back and sees the creature's twisted smile crooked as it walks towards them, fire erupting behind it. Run! I'll try to buy you some time. What? No! June grabs Mitch's hand, refusing to look up, knowing that the creature is there getting closer. I'm not leaving your side. Please, I'll catch up in a little bit. You promise? Tears fill in June's eyes as she looks at Mitch. I promise. Mitch feels something stabbing through him as his eyes drift downwards. He sees the creature's hand through his stomach. The hand crawls upward and latches onto Mitch's face. The creature throws Mitch to the side, leaving only June left. Please, June sobs. This can't be real. The creature doesn't give her time to sink and snaps her neck in one quick motion. It quickly leaves the place as it burns to the ground.